Hey, I'm Duke on Twitch. If you want to support the channel and GreenSunsZenith.com, you can find my Patreon, merch store, and singles store where you can buy singles through TCG Player or Cardhoarder in the video description. If you want to get in contact, you can also find all that info in the description below for things like donation deck lists or just wanting to reach out. Alright, let's get right into it. Hey team, welcome back to Dukes on Twitch. Back today with 4 color depths. A version of the deck I haven't played around with, but Arnie has done well with it, a good friend and follower of the Zenith, and had to try it out. I've actually been trying it out, and it's been doing pretty well. Pretty much, Arnie wanted to play a Abzan list, but really wanted Minsk to work in the shell. So they added a Taiga and a Plateau over Mazavith and Blast Zone, I believe, to fit in Minsk, which along with Mockstone allows you to cast it. And then I've changed up the board a little bit just for online to have the extra versions of Pyroblast over the third Thoughtseize and the copy of Scavenging Ooze. And very cool to have Arnie in chat. The deck was sweet. I really enjoy it. I think Depths right now is really well positioned. This version isn't playing Library, so you actually don't have many cards that care about Orcish Bowmaster. You also are probably quicker than most ring decks, so a lot of the decks right now utilizing some of the most powerful cards out of the Lord of the Rings set just aren't to be seen, or at least just aren't keeping up with what Depths is trying to do. So that's pretty sweet. Containment Priest has also been really good. I've just been a big fan of the deck. So we're going to see how it goes in a league. A big thank you for Arnie for sending it through. A big congratulations to their team for going 4th place in the team event they played this in. So that's pretty sweet. Really cool to see. Really cool to see. Always cool to see Depths do well. But obviously in Arnie's hands. Obviously I've spelt it here with an I, not an E. I apologize. But life goes on. Alright, gameplay. We're back. League. Nice. Felt a bit off today, but getting back to it. 5 color or bust. Look, we could fit some Mindbreak traps in there. Potentially a Cephalid Colosseum. I know that they... Cephalid Colosseum? Cephalid Colosseum. Tap. Target player draws 3 if you have Threshold. I guess isn't really a colored source, but it is a blue land. Throw a Leovold. Yeah. Blue. I guess like Uro. Uro kind of works in the whole ramp. Good threat. A few things. I will leave the 5 color work to you, Matthew, because you've been doing exceptionally well with the deck. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of keeping hands with sidebar out of the way. No green source. So although this has a swords open, the mana is just a little bit too rough for me. So pretty happy to mulligan this. This is better. It does have both crop rotations, so we actually have an early win condition. So here I'm happy just to put back the bog and go ahead with this. So not too bad of a 6, but would love to see like a reclaimer instead of a crop. Well, might not even matter. Okay, this is gonna be a chalice for 1. Oh, it's not. Main deck unlicensed Hearse. Not too bad because now we get to play the Windswept Heath for a basic and go from there. Which also means I'm probably pretty happy if we get the basic Forest just to play out the Safekeeper. I could also hold up the crop, but one way of gaming game 1 is to get a Blood Moon, get a Dark Depths down under Blood Moon with no counters on it, and then get rid of the Blood Moon effect. So in the main deck, we have no ways to get rid of Blood Moon. That's fine, that happens. We do have ways to get rid of Magus in Swords, Minsk Throw, Grist potentially, but Minsk is actually a pretty nice upside in this matchup because once you have the Forest, you don't really need much else to be able to cast it. So I'm actually happy here to play the Safekeeper out. There's nothing that I really want to hold up with crop rotation. Potentially, if they played a Soul Land, I could have gone for play Savannah, Wasteland off crop, but we're okay. Hey, Elo. I wouldn't necessarily say Maverick's in a bad spot. I would say it's quite a slog. And you do still see a lot of really good results from players like Mark and Harry coming out, which is great. Oof, okay. This isn't too bad because we do have crop rotation for Caracas to answer this. But I will say right now, especially online, I do just like playing a deck that has an I win button. So obviously this with Depths. I'll have Newton on this Sunday with some Fiend or Cradle Control, which is nice, with Natural Order, of course. So I feel online it's just nice to have those ways to make sure you can win out of nowhere, or make sure your opponent does it. Oof, okay, so they exile a Blood Moon, but they can't cast it until next turn, most likely. One thing I'll also want to do is Caracas at the start of combat, because if I let them attack with it, it triggers. So that's just a small thing there. Well, we don't even need to. So we're going to play this, and then we do have a stop at beginning of combat, so we're probably not attacking. One thing they might be able to do is actually crew the hearse in response and getting with the hearse, but I'm probably okay with that. I guess we hope they don't have a Blood Moon effect first. Okay, so beginning of combat, return. I feel very on edge here. I feel like we're one, like, you know, one chalice or one Blood Moon effect away from not getting there. But next turn's actually interesting. Our opponent might not want to replay Lelia here because of the Caracas. They might opt for something else, and they do, and it's Blood Moon. So I think just because of that, what I should do here is turn the Caracas into a Plains, which we have, which might obviously make a lot of sense because we have the Knight here as well, so I'm pretty happy to do that. The Blood Moon we can't get rid of, so the Caracas is going to be offline anyway, so I don't mind this. Oh, what's this? They're going to stomp? Honestly, I'm okay with that. They're going to be down to the one card, which is Lelia, and we're going to have a 3/3 Knight. Oh, crop fat. Yes. Nice, Ani. We can actually get a fetch here and then get the Plains, which takes a fetch out of the deck and also makes the Knight a 4/4, which is very relevant. So really nice. Yeah, little win there. I kind of like just not showing these, so I'm just gonna play the Savannah as if we're just like a straight green-white deck and play out this Knight, which I guess the unlicensed hearse does make the Knight worse. But not too much we can do about that anyway. Hearse really strong main deck against a lot of decks right now. Even blue-red would have a hard time dealing with it outside of bounce effects. Or they just have the stomp. Yikes. Come on, Minsk. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So a 3 mana they can play. Oh, they could actually kill the Minsk here by attacking with the unlicensed hearse, but that's tough because they can play Lalua and they can crew and then attack with this. So at least we get the 4/4 hamster. That's probably better than holding back the hamster, which is a little bit rough. We'll see if they can see that line. I assume they can. crew attack, yeah. That's a tough one. But not too bad. Still not great, but honestly, we'll be getting in here. Hey, Akaleth, welcome. I could see a world where I actually keep this in case we draw Mox Diamond. That's likely just correct. Sadly, Sajiri Step is turned off as well. Fable's okay. We do have Dried Arbor to get potentially, but we only have these as Forests and Plains, and obviously we don't want to get rid of them with the Knight. We can crop something away for a Dried Arbor. We don't want to attack either because they have the Hearse, which can just block everything. So we might actually just be dead because we don't have great attacks and they're just going to get bigger and bigger, which is tough. Let's have another quick look. Yeah. I think it's really maybe see if they have a way to screw up. We do have Minsk Throw. Sadly, sacking doesn't do a whole lot. If anything, it turns off our 2 colors right now because they have the Hearse to build out. Tough. No way to get rid of the Blood Moon, that's correct. In the sideboard we do, which is nice. Like, it's got to kind of be... the other Minsk. The other Minsk is probably the best way to try to get there. By throwing, drawing a bunch of cards. Grist or Green Suns wouldn't be too bad. Okay. Wow, they're attacking with both? What if we put Dried Arbor in front? Oh, it's so close. We're definitely using the crop. Get Dried Arbor. If we block the Hearse, take 4. This doesn't have Trample, of course. This becomes a 4/4 and a 4/4. Yeah, Bone Crusher making sure that protection means nothing is pretty awesome. Maybe there's a world where we shouldn't have... like, if we draw Grist, we could have sacked the Dried Arbor. Okay, not Grist. But we're... 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they pretty much have lethal nearly. Yeah, maybe it was getting rid of white. Maybe that was the play. Attack for 5. Play the Reclaimer. Yeah, that probably would have been pretty cool to try that out. They probably blocked the hamster because they might think about like crop rotation as ways to grow this. Wow, they don't. Okay. I mean, Minsk off the top, throw does it. We can hope. But yeah, I think the Dryad Arbor was incorrect. I think I could have just taken that and potentially had the Dryad Arbor for another turn. Because Dryad Arbor gives us the out of Grist, sack the Dryad Arbor to hit the Bone Crusher, which I believe we then take 2. And then swing for lethal. So this can crew. And then they have Lelia, which has haste. They have something else at 4. Oh, you only get shocked on spells? Very cool. Ugh. That'll do it. Hey, JBC. Too good. Too good. Hope you're doing well. All right. Xaxes. So out of the board, I really like the Force of Vigors, the Outland Liberator. Oof. Thoughtseize. Definitely on the play more than the draw, but it's really a case of what don't we want. So these 3 are easy fixes. I'm not a big fan of Endurance. I'm not a big fan of Bajuka Bog. I'm not a big fan of... I guess Orcish doesn't do a whole lot, to be fair. And going for black mana early on is also pretty tough. Oof is mainly... Seeing that I saw the hearses, I think that Oof does a little bit more potentially than Bowmaster. And if I can turn off like a treasure token or something off them... Teague's interesting as well, but I think Teague stopping Minsk is just a little bit too big for us. Also Green Suns. That's 60. Bowmaster does do that. Maybe just like one Bowmaster. I don't mind that. No, but what a hand. A little bit tough, because if we want to play around Blood Moon, we want to go Forest into Dryad Arbor, which obviously just doesn't allow us to really cast anything. I'd probably bottom a Wasteland here. And probably just go Windswept Pass. That way we can kind of play into what we need to know. If we have a turn 1 effect with swords, it's quite good. Then next turn we can play Yav into Green Suns. Hey, Lackey, welcome. Oof, very happy. I will still get the planes here. There's a world where you go Savannah and then just go Wasteland and also Dryad Arbor. But I think just getting like basics online is more than fine. Okay. This does concede to oof. Okay. That's fine. Not fine, but you know. Okay. That is a 3/4 Reclaimer, which is pretty nice. But Fable, they're really nice. I'm glad it wasn't a Blood Moon effect, but Fable's probably the other card that I was a little bit concerned about. We know they play Boombust as well, so a 2020 is also at the risk of being bounced. They just cut only one. And Bone Crusher is not the worst. Dead Gone, sorry, yes. They are going to attack. I'm still happy to block this, because Collector Oof is such a good draw to turn off their mana here. And if they have another effect to kill the Reclaimer. Okay. Okay. Probably replay the... Okay. Okay. That means... Okay, that's pretty cool. A Blood Moon effect is actually great for us, because what we can do is allow the Blood Moon to resolve, crop away the Yavimaya for Dark Depths, which comes in with 0 counters, and then force Pitch Minsk to get there. So now we actually really want to see a Blood Moon effect. Cast something. Ooh, okay. I mean, that's close. Like, honestly, if we don't draw a land here, like these two are pretty good for the force, but it's a case of if we draw a land, having the Minsk open is really nice, but if we don't, I think we have to force now, just because Reflections on Bone Crusher is such a good clock. That if we take out the Reflections and the Unlicensed Hearse, pitching the crop rotation, then it's hope to hit a land. We've got time to think about this, chat. Any land does it as well. Oh no, not any land, but believe in the land. Yeah, I think that this is enough for force. I think it is. Probably take 2 lands with them, and then we're probably just playing Minsk, getting a token, ticking it up to 4, and then nothing to obviously be a blocker. All right. Nice. It was also the red mana that we needed. Believe in the cards. I totally forgot they didn't have a Blood Moon and we needed the red source. That's pretty cool. Ooh, like Chandra here would be pretty brutal. Don't say it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, no cards in hand. Yeah. That's a GG. That's a tough one. To be fair, we had a pretty like decent draw, but yeah, we take 10. And then even if we draw one block, yeah, I think it's... What do we draw? Yeah, we take 10, and then... Yikes. That's all good. That's all good. We'll come back. We'll come back. We got this. We got this. Ugh. That is how it is, yeah. I think what I like to do there is put myself in my opponent's shoes and just realize how sick you would feel in a good way just by having like the land for Fury and Fury as your last two cards to kill the hamster and then also kill the Minsk. Very cool. Very cool. I'd be over the moon. So, congrats. Congrats to them. Deck's cool though. I enjoy the deck. The lead up to this, I was playing a few games and the deck performed really well. I was really happy with it. The mana was great. Having both Grist and Minsk is very nice. Also, Grist with Orc is pretty great. I know that from Maverick, but having that in depth as well is pretty huge as just another way to get some real value by not actually giving up cards and trading virtual cards and tokens for most likely your opponent's real cards. One card that I've actually really underrated playing against is the new Troll, which has Swamp Walk, I believe, and then also it can't be blocked by less than 3 creatures, and it's like a 6/5. Reanimator reanimated that against me on turn 2, and it was I had to draw Sword Splashes. It was crazy. Swamp Cycling. Thank you, Sahar. Too kind. Yeah, it was really good. Right, Adrian. Pretty happy with this. Probably pitching a Mox, a stage to the Mox, and having turn 1 bow. Please let me have one turn. Don't you dare be a red card. Don't you be a red card. Don't do it. Oh, no. Okay. Look, if we draw a Wasteland, we can Swords and Wasteland them, which would be pretty big. No. But that's fine. Here we want to play the Mox, pitch a stage, play the Windswept Heath, and pass with Orc open. Probably just trading. Oh, we actually get to respond to the trigger. So let's get a forest. They can choose not to discard, but it does obviously disincentivize them for that option. Kind of makes them have to have something like a crush here. I'm also going to hit the Shaman because we get the 1/1 here, which kind of makes it awkward to attack if they don't deal with both. I mean, it could be awkward for them as well, just not wanting to get rid of it, which is nice. Okay. This is fine. Oh, it has to attack? That's pretty funny. Happy to block here. Alright, opponent down to 2 cards. Safekeeper's not bad. I kind of like just controlling the board here a little bit. I think maybe there's a world where we play Knight and then just take the hit from the Rebel Master. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to 12, untap with a Knight. Potentially draw a land, have a 4/4 Minsk. Or potentially just have 3 mana left over with the combo open. If we play Safekeeper, if we draw a land, we have Safekeeper open with the combo, which is pretty nice. Yeah. Fury is a bit of a concern here. Potentially is just swords. Safekeeper. I'm pretty happy to get in with the Orc here. I'm not too open to losing it to the Goblin token just yet at 18 life. Also with the Ancient Tomb in play, every little hit counts. Okay, another one's pretty good. Especially with reflections as well, it's kind of rough. Okay. Well, now we have a few options. So next turn, at worst, they copy the Goblin, attack with 4. So it'll be 4, and then it's each other. So it will be plus 5 for each of these. So it'll be 14, 18 coming in. Knight's a 4/4. Minsk is a 4/4. Ooh, I think what we do here... Oh, we are so close. I think we want to play the Knight, and then next turn, can we combo off and then also throw it with Minsk? Ah. So we get a mana from the Knight. The Dark Depths taps for mana as well. So then we have 2 mana. No, we're 2 mana off that. It does not need Trample or Haste to throw, no. Yeah, I guess I could attack with both and then see how Minsk wants to finish them off, but then we lose both to Minsk. If I attack with just the Safekeeper, would they block? That's a question. This game definitely won't go to time as well, so I'm happy just to do a bit of paint math as we do on the channel now. Hey, welcome MS Paint. Yeah, so next turn the Goblins have to attack, so we get 2 and then 2 and then 2 from the other Rebel Master, but each Rebel Master will get +5 because 2, 4, and then the other Rebel Master 5, so it'll be a 7, 2, a 7, 2, and 4 1/1s. Which is 14, and then 4 is 18, and I believe we're currently at 16, so we actually have to block next turn. If we have the Knight, we use this mana. There is a world where we can make the Knight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could make the Knight at 8/8 by sacking it all to Safekeeper, which would allow us to block a Rebel Master, which is interesting. I'm happy to start with attacking with the Bowmaster. Maybe I'm actually happier to block with the Bowmaster, so I'm happy to attack with the Safekeeper. No, but then if they block, I don't have the Knight online as like a 5/5 if they do have Fury. I think it is the Bowmaster. Correct. I don't need to. I mean, if I wanted it to survive the Rebel Master, I would. Hmm. You know what? It's going to be Minsk because I'm going to see how, because we have so many outs in Crop Rotation and Dark Depths to actually just make the token and throw it potentially. So I am going to play the Minsk and see how much damage we can get over to the Minsk. Because if there's a way we can just top deck into Depths and then throw it at our opponent, that's probably our best line. I think otherwise they just go too wide, which is tough, but... Honestly, I wouldn't even say that this is the, like, they haven't had, like, a strong start. It's just been very good off the back of Rebel Masters, so we have been a little bit fortunate in that area where there hasn't been, like, a Blood Moon effect early on. Got our basics online, had the mock start. Correct. Coupled Live does not have Minsk yet in their system, so it won't pick up in the deck list, but it is a 61 special with 2 Minsk. I wish I could target. That'd be sweet. Me. Okay. We're definitely putting one in front. 7, 8, 9, 10. Do we just take this and keep the Safekeeper? Don't block the copy. Honestly, we have to block, right? What if so close, because we can attack next turn for 4 with Boo, play the Knight, sack all our lands to Safekeeper, and then throw the Knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to get 6 through, which is 6, but this is just lethal. 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. Okay. So I have to block. So I don't have that line of attacking with Boo and then throwing. So I think we do put this here. Because there's no other way to sack stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that doesn't change anything. Oh, it does, because if we draw it to Crop Rotation, we actually don't get there. Hey. Oh, so close. Does that do anything? I mean, that's not bad. We get to get rid of the reflections. Let's have a quick think. We play Grist, we tick up. We then also have a 4/4. No, we play Grist, we tick down, getting rid of the Bowmaster to trade with the Reflection. I guess the Reflection isn't that bad unless they have another really good creature to come down. Yeah, that's the thing. There's no way to plus anything. I'm usually a safe player as well. Yeah, so I think it's tick up on Boo. Attack with Bow and Boo? No. I don't mind this. It's really nice to talk it out. Especially because on stream, I do definitely make a play, continue discussing the play, and then realize I should have made a different play. So it's nice to talk it all out before we do anything. And not be too worried about the clock. Oof. Fury isn't the worst because we do have Safekeeper to save anything that we need to. They probably take out Grist here. And Safekeeper? We can sack the the forest. So the Grist is gone. This will take 2, go to 3. So I think we actually want to save the Safekeeper here just to save the Minsk. Because if we don't save the Safekeeper, we get to block 1/1/1, but then 3 finish it off. Yeah, so let's go. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't even have to get rid of more than 1 land. That's nice. Can you imagine if I could, because it's a creature? That'd be pretty sweet. This is fine. Now they attack all at... Oh, all at me? We're definitely blocking 1. And then going to 2. We do then die to Boom. The reason I kept the stage is that if we top deck crop rotation or... Actually, if we top deck depths, we just win because you get to throw the 2020. I think... How much is this doing? That's the question. I don't think that really matters. Oh, unless 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, okay. We found it. We found it. We found it. We found it. Okay. Oh, we found the crop, but it doesn't matter. But it kind of does because that actually is... enough. Sorry. So let's go... Oh, we can't because Trinisphere. Okay, that's fine. So let's go Knight. Knight is a 5/5, 6, 7, 8. If we attack with both, they go to 8. There we go. So this... Oh, and that's not a... That's not a land. Oh, but they blocked wrong anyway. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's sideboard similar. Oof. Liberator. Forces. That felt really nice. That felt really good. Oh my gosh. Bog. One step. One would have trampled. Correct. There we go. Yes. Yes, either way, luckily. I counted the mocks, but obviously shouldn't have. Great hand. Nice to get one back. Okay. It's pretty good. Trap hand? We do have... Oh, crop as well? The question is how all in do we want to go? Because we can crop away... We could also make a 3/4 Reclaimer instead of getting Wasteland by getting a fetch land. I actually don't mind that. Taiga. Mox, Pitch, Dried Arbor. Play Reclaimer. We also get to hold up Sajiri Step here, potentially. Another Reclaimer would be dope. Knight, not so dope. We don't have Cradle, no. Take 6, go to 8. And then if they try to kill this, we do have Sajiri Step, which isn't too bad. Caves, yikes. Yeah, these are those starts, which like the Force is just a dead card, honestly. Really has not played a role in this game. Still happy to go and get flagstones here. Plains. I mean, pretty close to Minsk Throw getting there again. Hey stream team, welcome. Hope you're well. Attack with Knight with step protection. Yeah, that does it. So if we get a turn, that's gonna be it. Nice, B1. Because Flagstones goes in the bin. 7/7. Safekeeper, sack some stuff. We just have to survive this turn, which is a pretty big ask. Especially this being a 7/7, that's a little bit rough. Yeah, we have to block, unfortunately. It says trample. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we could go to 1. We could go to 1. Put the Reclaimer in front of the caves. And then we get there with Minsk attacking. Oh, Blood Moon. That's fine. We have the force for that. Yeah, could have definitely played the Safekeeper if I didn't want to hold up the Reclaimer, I believe. But then we don't know what would have been on top. That's the only thing. It might not have been a land. Yeah, I'll definitely put... Yeah, we'll definitely force an end step. And then hope to get there. Opponent really thinking about their attacks. Maybe if they have to keep a Goblin back... Oof. Trinisphere, okay. So if we block like this, 3 tramples over, so we're essentially at 5, and then if we block here, we go down to 2. Oh, don't. Nearly. So do we want to force here? There's no real reason to do it. I think just in case we also draw into like crop rotation. Yeah, there's no reason not to. There's so many outs that are live if we do, which is nice. Oh. Can you imagine Morlock here? That'd be pretty sweet. Green Suns. I don't think Green Suns does it. Oh wait, we just have Minsk. No. Yes! Oh my gosh. Yes! Yes, Dukes! Yes, man! Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh. Yes! Yes! Thank you, deck. Nice. Really nice to get back against Moon Stompy as well. That's always a great feeling. For some reason, I just didn't even think of, like, you just tunnel vision into these lines where you just don't think of that. Which, it's right there on the board. It's right there on the board. Very cool. Very cool. Oof. Not a big fan of this hand. Obviously, Acceleration's nice, double Wasteland, but it doesn't really have a plan. Like, how am I winning the game? Don't really know. So pretty happy to mulligan this. A lot better. Yeah. If anything here, it's probably a land that we drop. I really like having the Endurance, the Swords, and the Grist. The Green Suns is fantastic for acceleration. So I think here I'm just going to bottom the Bayou because the Windswept can find it if we want it. We have a lot of lands to draw into as well. Hey, Jordan. Very cool to catch you the other day. Oh, lands? Okay. Very cool to see you streaming. This could be a turn 1 Sphere. Yeah, okay. Wasteland puts them under. That does not. At least if they just cast a Loam here to put in the bin. Oh, they have nothing? Interesting. They don't even play a land? Oh, they play the Loam. Nice. Well, that I am pretty happy to get rid of. Takes away their engine. Now we can Green Suns for... Oh, that's pretty good as well. I was going to say Green Suns for Dryad Arbor, but I kind of like just playing the Reclaimer here because it is a turn 2 play around the Sphere. And if we draw a land, we just play the Knight and get to keep the Green Suns for something else. Okay. Nice. But we can't because the Knight. So let's actually just fetch again. I don't need to get Bayou here. I might as well just get Taiga. I could also try to get Knight online by getting Dryad Arbor here. I kind of like Reclaimer. Yeah. Because if we don't draw something, then we just have Reclaimer to hold up. Saga's pretty nice from them. The Wasteland from us is pretty good. Ooh, close. Okay. So now we're just going to try to go for Flagstones. Or Wasteland. Oh, they got the stage to copy? I think we actually go for Wasteland here. Hey, Build, welcome. Hope you're well. A second. So if I Wasteland here, they copy with stage. So I think I'd rather just... I believe I can't wait because if I wait for this to trigger to 3, Wasteland it, they copy it, but then they also get the search. It doesn't fizzle. So I think I do just Wasteland right now. Does give them a second token, but if I try to Wasteland the stage, they copy the forest. Yeah. I just can't allow them to get like Pithing Needle or something like that. Yeah. It's a tough spot for sure. The turn 1 Sphere was very good. Really slowed us down. But I guess we could try to move towards another Wasteland. Which I think is just what we're going to do here. We do take a pretty immense amount from the constructs, but if we just draw a land here, then we have Wasteland and Swords open. The constructs are also 3/4s, so we actually hold them out here as well, which is quite nice. They're probably not playing any creatures anyway, so the swords are just going to be for constructs and Marit Lage. We do have Bojuka Bog here as well. Another sphere. That does make these 4/4s. I think because of that, we just want to swords this turn, so that one stays as a 3/3 kind of attack and one gets used up. What are they trying to do with one red with 2 spheres in play? I don't like that. Okay. Us drawing into lands is very good. That might sound like a easy thing to say, but it's what we want to be doing. We also have Bojuka Bog open here. Could be exploration or crop rotation for sure, yeah. Oh, they're playing a Mox Diamond. Okay. Maze. Honestly, I'm happy to take this. And just start building up my mana. We've gotten rid of Grist, so we can turn this Bayou into a Flagstones and then start building out from there. And if we draw a land, we get to play the Knight. Oh no, because the double sphere. Ugh. Okay. Well, we're getting there. I believe we have a scrubland left to grab. Maybe even a second. No, the second Savannah's there. We have 1 scrubland left to grab. Scrubland. Then I'm actually between mines. I don't want to get a Flagstones because it doesn't really do a whole lot here. I don't want to get a Bog just yet, I don't think. I could get a Bog because I'm probably tapping out next turn for the Minsk. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't. I have to play the Knight. So I think I will just preemptively get a Bog here. I think that's fine. And then we play a Knight for 5 mana. Yeah, I'm okay with that. This means they're also very close to just losing to the Knight plus Minsk again. Because we can, yeah, we can just fling that as well. Wow. The power of Reclaimer there was really surprising. Like, we faced down a Saga that was copied through stage with 2 constructs and also 2 spheres on board. Obviously, also our opponent didn't draw that greatly, but like, really nice to showcase some of the plays there for the boys. All right, Orcish probably coming out. I do like the Endurances. I do like the Outland, the Ramanap, and the Force of Vigor. Grist can come out as well. I usually go down on Adepts in this matchup. It's nice to have 1. And then honestly, Safekeeper. Pretty happy with that sort of change. What do we have? We have Acceleration. We have a way to get backlands through Ramanap. We have Force, Swords if needed. Honestly, I could go down on the Swords as well. But I would assume they bring in Endurances, so it's nice to have something for those. You keep Safekeeper in. I could definitely see that as well. A nice way to protect some of your creatures from things like Punishing Fire. And if they are on like the white version playing Swords to Plowshares, opponent's gone to 5. Honestly, without an engine, I'm not too unhappy about just allowing them to have this. Hey Panda, welcome. Ricochet, welcome. Hope you're well. Thank you for your Blue Moon content. Tab's annoying, but not the worst. Oh, oh no! That's fine. That's all good. Honestly, here I kind of just like cropping this into a fetch land. Well, that's really nice. Tega. Play Ramen up. And then upkeep force pitching the crop. Another on one card. Yeah, that's a really tough one for them. All right, we'll take it. Lens is fun though. Lens is really good. Whenever Ali Lindblom, Albert Lindblom, aka Ali on MTGO, asks for any prep on lands, it's always cool to play against him. Really enjoy the matchup. It's always really grindy. Both decks are kind of playing fair with a bit of a combo finish. None of the reliquary decks usually prowl on them pretty well, but Endurance has definitely given the deck some kick in regards to fighting back. Saga as well. Sometimes Knights aren't even the biggest creatures on the field. So that's kind of a hostile environment at times. All right, now Huel. Oof. We rolled 4s, and then they rolled a 6, and I rolled a 1. I don't even remember rolling. Terrible. I give that joke a 1 out of 6. That's fine, because you guys have to listen to it. But hey, if you enjoy this content, you can find it on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter. A big thank you to all of those who have followed so far as well, including Mr. and the Awakener. Big thank you. I did not become a dad and didn't tell you, Goblin Lucky. But when you come on stream during the Green Sun Summit, you'll be there. You'll be there. We have a 1-lander with Mox. Pretty happy to mulligan this. Really want to make sure on my first 3 turns I'm playing a land, and this hand really doesn't get me there. This hand does. This is a fantastic hand. I'm probably just bottoming the Bayou here, because Yav with Crop means that either Depths or Stage is online as of turn 3, which is great. Yeah, Summit will be very cool. I'll play the trailer after this league match. Keep bottom Bayou. Alright, opponent, good luck. Don't Chrome Mox me. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm pretty happy to go after that with Wasteland. Now, this is going to be a bit of a test if they do have land into Reanimate, because this card is very hard to deal with. You really need to find your Swords to Plowshares very quickly. Yeah. Wow. All right. I really like this card. It's very hard to deal with, and I think it's very cool for this sort of deck. So now I think we're actually just going to try to go for the combo. Which is pretty scary. Yeah, the small 4 of like land, troll, reanimate days is just so strong. They chose not to shuffle either. Ooh, there's one piece. Okay. We're not dead. Do I need to crop right now? I don't think so, but it's tough because one force, one daze, party's over. I guess Mox Diamond of the top pitching Dried Arbor allows us to play around. Oh, they drew. Please wasteland us. Oh, can you imagine? Oh my gosh. Ooh, the force. Pretty good. Now we don't even have white mana. There's the white mana. Yikes. Nice. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Okay. Safekeeper. Blasts. I don't mind the Bowmasters in this matchup. I think Crop is coming out. I don't mind an extra endurance or two. Containment Priest is interesting as well, but not great. Like, Priest is actually pretty nice because not only does it stop reanimate, it also stops reanimate on our creatures, which happens a lot, but it also is good against, or sometimes is good against Orc. I don't really want to go down on land either. I'm probably pretty happy just running this back. Maybe an extra endurance over a night. Could even go down on a Bowmaster, just have 2 Bowmasters, 2 Pyros. Bowmaster's just so good on the play though. I'm happy to go down on a night for an endurance. A small change. 61, Jeff. 61. 61's a new 60. All right. Honestly, not the worst. I'm actually pretty happy to keep this. Probably leading on Taiga. Or do I want to Green Suns first? Green Suns for Dried Arbor, and then Green Suns for Reclaimer. Holding up Blast. I don't mind that. Especially getting mana online. Hey, happy affiliate birthday. That's cool. Yeah, maybe the bows just aren't They're obviously nice against cantrips, but there's not many creatures of theirs that I can actually kill other than their own bows, potentially Brazen Burrower. That's a good question. What this hand doesn't have is removal, other than Pyro, but I think that's okay. Yeah, maybe Thoughtseizer's fine on the play. Opponent's gone to 6. I do like the Dryad Arbor plays around some sort of edict effect. I shouldn't just take the Green Suns and then just don't really care about the blast. Definitely a downside to keeping this hand was just like I thought Thoughtseize kind of breaks it. Yeah, Veil's pretty cool. Should probably try it a bit more. I should try like the no land draw kind of thing. I just don't really have control over it sometimes. I mean, Minsk off the top would be cool. Oh my gosh. We don't have a sweeper, which is a little bit tough. It's tough as well knowing that I'm only drawing one card a turn as well. Because at this rate, we're just going to die to them going wide. I shouldn't have a force here. Okay. Hey, look at that. I'm not going to play around double days here. I guess in a way, Bowmaster is our sweeper, in that it just sweeps up Bowmasters, which is all we care about. I'm just going to copy this right now so that it can't be wastelanded or puts us in a tricky position like that. I guess we do still have depths to draw into as just a kind of we get there. That's not it. Yeah. You definitely have those games where you kind of just don't do a whole lot. Hey, Cube Club, welcome. Hope you're well. Maybe it's the keep. Maybe going to a hand with none. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, the one reason that I keep in the Sujiri steps is for things like Orcish, just to be able to get through them. And they are very good on like hitting my mana, that I don't want to go too far down on lands and run into days, stun denial, things like that. Pretty happy to mulligan this. Honestly, I don't mind keeping this and bottoming 1 Mox. And then we have turn 1 acceleration and swords, or turn 1 swords. It's also our turn 1, so we will go Savannah, Mox, pitch Taiga, Reclaimer. But yeah, I could see a trim potentially. Maybe even trimming a Sujiri step and bringing in a Ramanap, as like Wasteland's obviously quite good as well. But it's probably a match where I want more removal, like Path to Exile. But it's tough trying to fit it in with things like Orc as well, having some sort of role there. Hey Small, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Very cool to catch you in chat. Opponent counting, which I don't like. Okay. Oh, okay. I wonder if they name Wasteland or Reclaimer. I would say Wasteland. They name, okay, their name Reclaimer. We actually have no outs of that in game 1. But we do have Dried Arbor coming down. I would assume this is Turbo Depths. All right. Pretty happy to go for Dried Arbor. Get this clock going. Oh, so close. Can you imagine? The tough part is we probably can't even tap out next turn 4 Mint, because they could just have open Dark Ritual or potentially some sort of Spirit Guard effect. We don't want to draw Yavimaya. That's for sure. That's the one card we can't draw this turn. That's pretty good. Now we're kind of at a stalemate. Because now we get a 20/20 if they try to go for it. Now, if they don't go for it here, I kind of want to go for it in upkeep. Yeah. No, because if I go for it, then they go for it, and yeah. So, yeah, I think we just stand off with the Reclaimer. My reason to go for it is we could potentially make them have something to play around the Swords to Plowshares. Yeah, so my line was upkeep, copy, they make it, and then we swords. And I assumed that the way... I guess they could have Not of This World, which means they can't get through the 2020, but they can get through the swords, so... yeah. I mean, Wasteland's a fantastic draw, let's be honest. I think now I'm happy just to deploy the Minsk. There's no downside here by holding up the Wasteland. Yeah. I should have actually attacked with it as well. I should have thought about this pre-attack phase. Apologies. That's a huge misplay. That's an extra 4 damage. Yeah, they can't even have, like... I guess they could have, like, Spirit Guide, Beseiju, or, like, Dark Ritual into Beseiju the Wasteland. But it's pretty tough. I feel like now the pressure's really on. And they need to try to do something here. Maybe another needle for Minsk or a needle for Wasteland to start the process. They could also have Hex Mage to deal with the Minsk or to have a second way to make the 2020. Okay, this is fine. Oh, but they don't have another mana. If they had another mana, they could hold up depths here with Stage and also Hex Mage. But it looks like they're just going to trade the Hex Mage with the Minsk. But honestly, next turn, I think I'm just going to pay 4. Oh, sorry, draw 4. I mean, that's pretty good as well. Honestly, here I think we attack first. Because we also... oh, we don't have Ramanap in the main deck. I was going to say we could Ramanap Wasteland, or Wasteland, then Green Suns, and Wasteland again. Ooh, what I might even do... Swords this. Second hit. We copy and then Wasteland it. They could just get the Minsk here as well. It's a really tough spot for them. There's not much they can do. They don't want to go for Dark Depths here. They want to kill either the Minsk or slow down. Yeah, they can only really go after the Minsk here. Because if they go for Dark Depths, we copy it, get our own, and then Wasteland the Dark Depths before it triggers. If they get rid of the Minsk, that's fine. We attack for probably 10 because we have the Wasteland to hit the Dark Depths. Could also sack with Grist. That's very true. Well, they go for that. Okay. Surely they can't have like double Simeon. Oh, I could have also flinged with Minsk. Yeah, that's very true. That's pretty hilarious. Yeah, that's awesome. No, honestly, I'm happy playing it cool here. Maybe not. No, I'm just gonna Wasteland now. No, I'm happy to copy this. See if they have anything. They could, like, Spirit Guide crop rotation? No. One Spirit Guide, two. Oh, they did have double Spirit Guide? Oh, yikes. I think I just threw this. If they have crop into Sajiri Step, they just get there. Oh my gosh. I threw that. I threw it. Tough. Forces. Liberator. I don't mind the Thoughtseizers. The bows are fine-ish. Damn. Bajuka Bug. Yes. Grist, I'm happy to drop. The Bowmasters, I'm happy to drop. Not in this matchup. But yeah, maybe if I... Yeah, obviously don't use the Wasteland, that's the big thing. But if they have double Simian and Sajiri Step in hand, not too much I can do. I could side out of depths. Would not be unreasonable. Pretty happy to mulligan this. They're both depths in hand. Happy to keep this. Bottom, probably Sajiri Step. Yeah, honestly, if I make the 20/20 there, there's no reason to get the extra 2 damage in. That's just reckless by me. If they go Urborg Hexmage, then it's a little bit tough because we have to kind of go for something. Either Caracas or... I think it is Caracas nevertheless because we have the Swords to Plowshares as well. They play a Yav. That's interesting. Let's go for Plateau. And then honestly pretty happy just to go for Wasteland, always hold that up. Could also just go for another Flagstones and hold that up. Also just Stage. Stage is pretty interesting. Stage is a bit of a throwaway though. Oh, I missed Ramanap? Of course. My bad. That's just on me. I think then, yeah, taking out a Dark Depths for Ramanap makes a lot of sense. Yeah, maybe we're in the stage of Minsk and Fling. We do lose the stage, but... Okay. Black Source Hexmage. Black Source Hand Disruption, Hold Up Crop Rotation. Yeah, so right now they can also just depth taps for mana. So they have like Hand Disruption into Crop Rotation away the Swamp for stage and then combo off. Do they get rid of the Minsk here? They kind of have to. Will they make it now? I guess we should fling the boo first. Draw 4. See if we draw Caracas or Crop Rotation. Nice. Now we can play Yav. Crop Rotate this away. Get Caracas. Probably should try to Swords first. Yeah. Hopefully it won't matter. Oh. Okay. Okay. In that case, I still think Knight is fine here. And also Safekeeper. Yeah. I think either way, like we just drew 4 cards. That happens. Ramanap, take out Adepts. That's probably it. Honestly, Thoughtseize on the draw aren't great. I don't mind a Bone Master or 2. Right. Here we go. Oof. 1 lander with Scrubland. Pretty happy to mulligan this. Again, want to make sure we can just cast everything we have. This is better. A little rough, but there is a world where there's a 5, but without library, it's a little bit harder to come back from. We drop the step here. We have Hold Up Wasteland. Having the Knight is nice. Also just having mana as well. Opponent's gone to 6 cards. We've had some okay 7s. Nothing backbreaking, but you are going to get that. It can definitely happen. It's a challenge. It's a good challenge. Alright. Most likely just Wasteland Pass here. Yeah. Just to stop any sort of shenanigans. Something like straight Hexmage into depth. A lot of mana. I wonder if they're playing the battle That'd be pretty cool. Hexmage. Okay. Going for the clock. Mox Diamond would be a pretty exceptional draw here. Just be able to play this Liberator. Does sound like crop. I guess if they have a crop, they can crop for Ghost Quarter. Wow, they don't even attack. What are they scared of? Now I actually just want to hold mana open. But yeah, sadly it looks like they just have crop for Ghost Quarter. Yeah. Tough. Wow, that was the league? Damn, that was a 2-3? Tough. Yeah, that was pretty shocking. A 2-3 is awful with depths. But yeah, that game one definitely threw away. But the other games are pretty cool. There was a really cool comeback against Mono Red, which was nice. Yeah, the game against Shadow was very tough, especially that game one. Yeah, deck sweet. I don't really feel like the 4 colors creates any mana base issues, which is really nice. It would be really nice to have something like Prismatic Ending or Outland Liberator as a Green Suns target in the main deck. We did have a lot of games where just game one didn't have an answer to something like a Needle or a Blood Moon effect. And I think that, especially online, I think you could play them because you are going to run into most matchups that they are at least something to work towards. Yeah, otherwise, really enjoy the deck. Some really tight matches as well. Yeah, I think like tonight, Part to Exile would have been pretty great to have in the sideboard as probably like a 2 of on top of Swords to deal like with things like Marit Lage, Troll. Yeah, like even Orc in that spot would have been pretty sweet because you could Orc in response to Ghost Quarter, hit the Hexmage so that if they wanted to go for depths, you'd then be able to Wasteland the depths with the Ghost Quarter ability still in the stack. But probably just some sideboarding to get used to in that spot. It wasn't intentional, but then I made it there, so it does line up pretty nicely. So pretty happy with that. That's me. I'm gonna work on some work. A big thank you to you guys for coming and watching. A big thank you to the new followers. Hey, Mr. Lee. Sadly, I'm about to leave. But hope you're doing well. If you guys want to catch me, you can catch me here, including my Discord. I am going to see who else is playing. But if you're not following here, definitely consider subscribing. And also, I have a video to show you. I have a video to show you that I will load in 1 second. And hopefully you can also hear it. All right. Just get the word out. Gameplay. Nice. September 8th to 10th. Legacy. Yeah, this will be sweet. So having on Phil, Mapson, Mark, Eli, Vince, John, and Julian for Legacy Weekend 3, which will be on the weekend of September 8th or 10th. If you want to get more information about that, you can check out greensunzenith.com/summit. Also to follow the channel, of course. Yeah, that's it. That's the spiel. I'm going to see if there's any other Legacy streamers on. I believe Tagores was streaming something similar to what we were playing tonight, which should be pretty good. But hey, until then, have a great time. We'll catch you probably on Thursday evening. I'll be back on Maverick. So we'll catch you then. Bye.